Hey guys, welcome to the studio. Today it's all about this little fun gadget right here. I got it 2 weeks ago, I tested it, and I absolutely love it. And here's my recommendation. Who is it for? What is it actually? How does it work? It even already got some awards, so let's get started. So this right here is by Intuitive Instruments, a device called, I think it's pronounced Iki. It's like a French company, a French name. French was always my biggest enemy in school. But it's very well built. The rubber pads are good. There is a little ribbon strip right here, is good. The knobs could be a little of higher quality. Then the rest again, like metal sides, very sturdy plastic on the back, compact, perfect weight, like not too light, not too heavy. And it's basically right now my #1 melody making device. Let me try and explain how it works. It's a little different. I think it's, if you start like fresh right now to make music and you have no clue about music theory, usually I would advise just go and learn the piano. But this device right here, how it's laid out, is actually way easier, way more intuitive, and you just plug it in, it lights up, and all of the stuff that lights up, you can play. You're in key. That's very convenient. Then the layout, how it's basically tuned, how the notes are laid out, will make it very simple to play chords. And with the ribbon, you can ARP stuff in different tempos. And yeah, maybe let's just hook it up and demo it a bit. Plugs in with USB-C. Holding here gives you the settings, and then you can adjust, for example, the brightness. I'll turn it up a little so you can see more. Right now it's set to C major. We got the root notes in white, and in blue the rest of the notes that are part of the scale. And it's aligned in a way where it's really easy to play chords, just usually the 3 neighboring. So we got C, G, and with your other hand, it's a little inconvenient right now because the camera's standing there, but yeah. A minor, D minor. It couldn't be easier. Like, you could train a monkey to just hit the light up notes. I know even some keyboards that do similar things have a mode where you can't play the ones that are not light up, so you can't play out of key. This device doesn't feature it, but maybe in an update, shouldn't be too hard to do. So if you jam live, it's even like a safety feature. You can just do whatever and it'll be correct. Basically, that's how simply playing an ARP is. You can change the direction of the ARP and which note comes first and last. Also, you can go up and down octaves very easily just by hitting down or up. And then there's a whole software I'll blend in. I haven't used it as much because I use it in my DAW for music production. For live, it gets really interesting, because then you can load in other plugins and play them, create sessions, and on the device just hit a button and change from one layout of like instruments to another. You can loop stuff, so you could play the drums, then record again, play chords, loop again, play a melody, a synth sound, or an ARP on top. You can set a tempo, you can use a metronome, like all of this is in there. It's laid out really nicely. There could be more features, but I honestly don't know myself what I would love to implement in there. I haven't played around with it too much. For me personally, it's a standalone device that could be used in the studio or live, especially live, because you can set up everything within the device. You need to read the manual a little, but everything is doable without a computer. So I can hit the setting button and this knob, turn it right here. It goes through the different keys. With this one, you change like from C, D, and so forth. And the other one changes things from major to minor, for example. You need a little help from the manual, but once you know everything, it's easy to set up. For example, major is 1 red dot, and then 1 orange dot, for example, is minor, as far as I remember. And then all of the other stuff, like all of these crazy modes that I don't use that often, They're in there. It's all in there. And then the best part that I haven't even mentioned that makes it even crazier. It is like fully MPE controllable, usable. Like you can like pitch, like holding down and wiggling a little. It's like a violin. You can play vibratos, and you can also set it to a fully polyphonic aftertouch instead if you prefer that. I personally prefer it because I play mostly synths, and having these pitches in there is not for my type of music. But if you want to play like very expressive instruments, it's possible. And most of the MPE controllers like Seaboard, Linstrument and stuff like that is very, very expensive. And that's the best part about it. It's, as far as I know, the cheapest fully MPE controllable device. It's very smart layout. Like the people that made it, they thought of basically everything. I used it, had some like ideas, questions. I looked it up in the manual and it was actually already there. Setting things up without the software, you need the manual, at least for certain settings. But if you use the software, you can just dial in things in there. I wish it had like a hold button, maybe something for future updates. So if you play an ARP, you put it like one of those knobs into hold mode and it plays it until you change it again. This might be very interesting for live performing, singing people. So you have more your hands free. You just hit a chord, it plays the ARP, and then you just need to switch it and not hold it the entire time. It's light, it's compact. If I go into sessions or I'm traveling, I'm taking this one right here. Gives you different patterns. With this, I think less about like the notes I should play next and the stuff that my brain is already used to play next, and just go by kind of figures like dots, like geometric shapes on it. It's different. You need to try it out. If someone today with the technology would construct a new instrument that is easy to learn, easy to play, and gives you all of the abilities, it would probably look very similar to this one right here. The piano, as much as I love it, it just comes from like building something mechanical that actually hits strings. So there were some restrictions, and the width of your fingers is a restriction. Having something like this, I think people back in the days would have loved it. Anyways, that's it. Let me know what you think about it. Have you checked it out? I think it's a product not a whole lot of people know about it. But if you're into MPE stuff, it's definitely your best pick. I tried all the other ones out. They were like twice, 3 times, 4 times the price. And basically the same. So that's pretty much it. See you again in the studio with some new videos coming up very soon.